In this video, I'll be explaining trigonometry. When we talk about trigonometry, we are interested in a shape that has 3 sides and also 3 angles. For the purpose of this class, our focus is going to be on the Pythagorean theorem. In the Pythagorean theorem, we are interested in the sides of the triangle, and our focus is going to be on the right angle triangle. Okay, so we can have the sides to be A, B, and C. So these are the 3 possible sides of the triangle. We don't focus on the angles, we only focus on the sides. Then what is the rule of the Pythagorean theorem? It says that this A, which is the longest side, is called the hypotenuse. It is the hypotenuse. So the rule says that we have A squared. B and C, they are the legs of this triangle. So the rule says we have A squared to be equals to B squared plus C squared. That is, we have the hypotenuse squared to be equals to the sum of the square of each of the 2 sides. So this is the general rule of a Pythagorean theorem. Now, we are not going to prove the theorem here. We just have to give you the formula for the theorem. Then how do we apply this theorem in an example? Now, let's consider an example whereby we have one of the sides. Okay, this is 4 and this is 3. And we are interested in calculating the hypotenuse. In order to calculate the hypotenuse, you just have to apply this same rule that says that the hypotenuse squared equal the square of each of the other 2 sides. So to do this, we have the hypotenuse to be x squared equal, one of the side is 4 squared, plus the other side, which is what? 3 squared. And here we have x squared to be equals to 4 squared is 16 plus 3 squared, which is 9. And here we sum this up. So we have our x squared to be equals to 16 plus 9 gives 25. In mathematics, when we have squared on the left side or on the right side, and you want to eliminate your square, the next thing you do is to apply the inverse, the opposite side of square, which is what? The square root. So what we do is to square root both sides. If you square root, the square root, we cancel out the square. So on the left side, we can have our x. And the square root of 25 is 5. So what about the unit? Here, we don't have any unit, but if this is in centimeter, this is also in centimeter, then the hypotenuse must also be in centimeter. So this is the best way to calculate any side of hypotenuse, of the triangle. Now let's consider another example. Another example is this. What if we have the hypotenuse? We have the hypotenuse to be 7 centimeters. We have one of the side to be 4 centimeters. And what about the other side? What is y? To do this, applying the same rule that says your hypotenuse squared, which is 7 squared, equal, we have 4 squared, which is one of the side, plus y squared. 7 squared is 49. 4 squared is 16 plus y squared. Now, our interest is to get the value of y. And how do we get the value of y? Just add negative 16 to both sides. Okay? So this cancel out this. So we have 49 minus 16. And that gives what? 33 equals to y squared. The same rule applies by finding the square root of both sides. If we find the square root of y squared, we have y equals to the square root of 33. So the equivalent value of this, when you use a calculator, is going to be the value of y in centimeter. So square root of 33 centimeter. So the equivalent value can be in decimal, then you plug in. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, I'm going to go a little bit further to SOHCAHTOA. To watch the next video, please don't forget to click on like, subscribe to this channel. See you next time.